Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. This section is designed to introduce you to exercise. Obviously, coming from a physio background, exercising is really important for pain management. In this section, we're going to describe one of the 4 different types of exercise programs you'll have in the course. This part being flexibility. So you can all go to your books on page 33, 34. There's a whole list of different exercises and stretches that we're going to go through right now. So for the first one, sitting in your chair, nice and relaxed, and just having your ear go down towards your shoulder. The idea with these is that we can try and hold them for 10 or 15 seconds. At the start, we don't want to really tense up. We don't want to push too hard. We don't want to stress. Just a gentle stretch to start with. Ideally on both sides as well. So that'll be something with obviously everyone's injuries. We're going to have to modify and monitor, but where possible, give these a go. Next one's going sideways, looking towards your shoulder. A big thing we always see with people is that we see people trying to tend to hold their breath. They tend to tense up their tummy and hold on for dear life. So that's not what we want. We want people breathing. We want people relaxing when they do these stretches. Next one's a bit of a shoulder stretch. Bringing your arm across your body, like so, and then using the other arm to hold that in place. We don't want to have our shoulder up. Try and keep your shoulder down low when you do this. To get going, we recommend people trying to do the stretches for about 10 or 15 seconds. As you get more familiar with the stretch, you can hold for a little bit longer, upwards of say 30 seconds, but we're more than happy with people holding these for just a short time, just to get going. The idea is we do these a couple of times a day. So for example, you could do these, when you're having before breakfast and before dinner. It's entirely up to you and when you choose to do these, but the most important thing is you're consistent when you're doing your exercises. Next one's a bit of a twist in your chair, so you can sort of twist towards one side and use your hands to push a little bit further. If this is tricky for people, you can also just use one arm to twist towards the side. Obviously both sides is what we're after. Next one's standing up, so you can find a good bit of wall and stretch out the chest muscles. The key with this is you don't lean forward with your arms, so you keep yourself up nice and tall. If that's an issue with getting your arm up that high, you can always use either a chair or the table to stretch your arm in a lower position. Idea is to relax through the front of the neck as well when you're doing these, so we're not holding our breath. Trying to breathe through the whole time. Next exercise, a bit of a calf stretch. So back leg straight, toes facing forward, stretching the calf muscles, which are the ones at the bottom of the leg here. Next exercise is the stretch for the hamstrings, which is the muscles in the back of the leg. So what you can do is pop your leg up onto a chair like so and lean forward to touch your toes. If this is quite tricky, we recommend people holding on to a chair or something, like a wall. If that's still quite tricky, you can do it whether you bend forward, touch the ground like so, or even sit in your chair like I am, one leg forward, and lean forward slightly that way as well. So you should feel it through the back of the leg there. Next stretch is for the quad muscles, so the ones at the front. So what we can do is grab your leg like so And you'll find if you stay up quite tall, relax your breathing, you should feel a stretch through this muscle here. If that's quite tricky for people, what you can do is have one leg back in a chair like so, and stretch to the front of the muscle like that. If this is quite tricky for people, all you can do is sit in the chair like so, drop your leg back behind the footrest, and lean backwards a little bit. You feel a good stretch through the leg. Next one's the low back. So hands behind your back if you're comfortable with that. And going back like so. With these ones, we just try to do a couple of little stretches. So gently going back and maybe doing, 5 to 10 of these just to get going. Next one's bringing your knee up to your chest. So I can't demonstrate it from here, but lying on the ground and bringing your knee up, like the diagram shows. Another way of doing it is sitting in your chair, using your legs, your hands, and bringing your legs out towards your chest like so. The idea again is to relax and hold your breath. Should be a gentle little stretch. Okay, guys, if you have any questions with them, don't hesitate to shout out, because I'm sure if you're thinking it, someone else in the group is thinking it as well. So do speak your mind. But the idea is to hold the stretches for 10 or 15 seconds. Do these a couple of times a day. Try and relax and breathe while you do these, and try to be consistent. Regular is key. If you do them once a week, you're not going to find the benefits. But if you do them consistently, day in, day out, you will notice a bit of a change in how flexible and tight your muscles are feeling.